Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. This video I'm talking about some gold and silver, what I've done with some of my energy stocks, all that good stuff. Guys, if you're into personal finance, gold, silver, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out my website, My Road to Wealth and Freedom. The link is in the description. I put out my net worth there last week. I don't care if you guys really want to read that or not, but I've been following it, tracking it. Also, quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so please seek professional help before making any investment decisions like buying gold and silver or following any of the strategies I discuss in this video. Personal finance is just that, it's personal, so do your own research, and if you're unsure, get the advice of a professional financial advisor. Okay guys, wow, yeah, it's been a lot going on the past few weeks. I wanted to put out a video last week. It just didn't get the chance. I still got kids home. We're doing homeschool. It just hasn't been a good, 3 months for sure. Actually, a good year and a half, but never mind that. I'm sure you guys are all feeling the same. About a few days ago, I sold some of my energy stocks that I bought in the lows last October. I did that to kind of pay off an investment loan. I just felt like, most of the move in energy has already been made, I think, anyway. It may be ready for a pullback, and if so, I got some cash on the sidelines that I'll use without having to borrow to invest, which can be risky. And I am working really hard to try to de-risk my portfolio and my family's finances and that. So with that loan paid off, it's literally just our mortgage. And I'm saving up cash. Like I said, I got some cash in the bank. I'm going to make a big lump sum in at the end of summer, early in the fall. And that should basically take care of the mortgage. I will have done basically all I can do to pay it off. It won't fully pay it off, but I've reached basically the maximum prepayment benefit and stuff like that. Again, the whole inflation versus deflation, the past couple months, we got some pretty high inflation prints, 5% just yesterday. Last month it was 4.2 or something like that. These are getting pretty high numbers. It's kind of freaking people out, or at least it was. If you look at what's gone on in the bonds, people have been buying bonds, and that tells me that the market considers, the inflation to be kind of a passing thing. There's that old saying, the cure for high prices is high prices. Will consumers pay $5 a gallon for gas this summer to drive around? I know around here, this is in Ontario, we're paying like $1.30 a liter for 1 liter. That's pretty steep as well. So that'll be the big question. Will high energy prices basically stall out the recovery and before we are actually fully recovered? And we also know that, the generous unemployment benefits and pandemic aid, all that stuff is coming to an end pretty well throughout most of the developed world in the next couple months. The moratorium on eviction of renters and stuff like that, that's coming to an end. The holiday for paying your mortgage, don't pay your mortgage for 6 months or a year or whatever it was. All of these things are coming to an end, and people are going to have to face the music. I'm still not convinced. I think last March, was a real eye-opener. 70% of people couldn't even make it to the end of the month. Never mind 1 week. I think it was like 40-50% of people couldn't make it 1 week. 70, that number every week after that first week, it just jumped astronaut. Like almost hardly anybody could make it to the end of the month. So I say to myself, personal finance is all about habits and people building, developing, maintaining, good financial habits. So I say to myself, are these people who, couldn't make it to the end of the month without a payment, have they, had their come to Jesus moment, they found religion or whatever their thing is, and saw the error of their ways, and now miraculously they've decided to hunker down, save a good portion of their paycheck or their aid checks, whatever, unemployment. Like, I just don't buy that. I don't buy it. And I think, what we saw with sales from Amazon going through the roof, Walmart, um, I just think consumers shifted their purchasing to online. You can buy clothes you can buy everything online now. So I don't really think, there's all this pent up consumer demand for a whole bunch of products. There's some supply chain disruptions. There's, chip shortages. There's all types of bottlenecks from the shutdown. The question really is going to be, is this going to be a lasting effect? And I don't think so. I think the inflation story is turning more into, we might see significant deflation and then really high inflation, or I think it's just kind of a mixed bag from everything that I can see. We saw kind of Bitcoin sell off, and that's caused some problems. But the market's kind of taken all this stuff in stride. We're at record highs on the S&P. And on the Canadian TSX, it's all like at record highs everywhere. Bonds are like I said, yields on bonds have fallen. I think last I saw it was about 1.44. Gold's dropping. It was a little over 1900 yesterday. Then it went down to, I think, 1878 right now. So I mean, it's kind of all over the place. And yeah, so with all that said, I just want to say, I sold some of my energy stocks. I was able to pay off that loan, and I had some decent profits. So what I did, I diversified that profit. I picked up a 1 ounce 2021 Australian gold kangaroo. It's not here yet, but I did pick it up. Gold has risen quite a bit, about $200 in the past couple months. But the way I'm looking at it is this is kind of long-term stuff for me. So price really, like, for all I buy, it's not like I'm purchasing huge sums once a year type thing. So whenever I have a little bit of extra money, unexpected profits, that type of stuff, I don't mind. Basically, I get no place else to put the money. I don't believe in the stock market at this level. I'm not buying any real estate at these levels. I think it's all kind of due for a correction. I've basically saved up and paid off enough debt. I have one final bit of cash I need to throw into the mortgage, and then after that, I'm off to the races. It'll just be build some cash. Maybe I'll pick up a bit more. I'd like to get another tube of silver maples. They come in tubes of 25. I'd like to pick up one more of those. But I'm sort of anticipating a correction across the board with everything. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I do think, silver really has been in that range, $25 to, $28, say. Maybe if it goes back down 25 or 24, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen. If we get a big correction, I don't know where silver will go. Or gold for that matter. But I'd rather own more gold than silver. Although silver is really beautiful. I love my silver, but at this stage I'd like to, I just see gold as more protecting my purchasing power. I know gold, the gold silver ratio is, 65 to 1. So it could potentially have a long way to move. Let me see. Yeah, so back in 2011, I think silver went to $50. Gold was at like 1900, so that was 38 to 1. So it could move a bit more. I don't think we're going to get down to 15 to 1 anytime soon. Maybe, by the end of the decade. I don't know. I'm not even thinking that far out, so I'm not really sure. But I do know central banks, they hold gold on their balance sheet, pension funds. More and more people are going to start looking at bullion. Especially if we get to really negative interest rates. If we get another big shock or big crash and they really got to start printing, I think we're going to see these metals go to the moon, basically. That said, you you got to kind of have your allocation and stick with it. This isn't the only thing that I own. Like I said in my other videos, I do own equities and a variety of other things, but I don't think owning some real physical bullion, precious metals, is a really bad idea in this in this type of environment. So playing it safe, trying to take a measured, balanced approach. And I mean, this stuff here is really not for sale. I'm not trying to speculate. I mean, if you're buying physical bullion, you're really not speculating. You buy PSLV or GLD or something like that if that's what you want to do. You know, the person who's stacking real physical gold and silver, you know, these people are holding on and hope they never need to sell. I mean, the stuff here is just gonna basically sit in safe storage until such time as I need to use it, I guess. I'm not really sure. If not, I'll just hand it off to my children one day, and yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes, right? This isn't speculating. This is just kind of insurance for everything. My approach really has been to, you know, save, invest, get out of debt. When you don't have debt, you have so many choices. It's like almost like a whole world opens up. And you know, the more I learn about money, the more money people actually get. Like the more you build net worth, the more you want to keep it, basically. So I do find it's kind of funny. Like, I feel like a lot of young people, they're willing to speculate their entire life savings, however small or large it may be, on you know, these meme stocks or Bitcoin or something like that. But the reality is once you have some significant money or wealth or whatever, you're going to want to preserve that, and you're going to want to diversify. You're going to want to try to eliminate debt so that you don't lose your home, so that you don't become a victim of a margin call and, you know, have to sell at bargain basement prices your treasured stock portfolio or whatever. It's funny. I remember reading somewhere, you know, how wealthy people, they don't really care about, you know, hitting the home runs with their investments. They just care about, you know, the slow, steady, safe growth of their wealth and net worth, and that's kind of what I'm seeing now. It's, you know, I don't, you know, haven't really done that great this year. I feel like I've been super conservative in my approach. I've been selling a lot of my investments and paying off debt and just kind of, you know, deleveraging. I'm not borrowing to buy gold and silver. I do that with my savings. So there's no like liabilities and stuff. I'm not trying to create liabilities. In fact, I'm trying to eliminate liabilities. And I feel like that's really what a prudent way to approach all this. And everything is just so overhyped right now. My approach is just that. I'm going to just pay off that, you know, do the boring, slow and steady thing. And like I said, in the fall, I'll be kind of squared with everything, and I'll be able to invest again in earnest. And I really hope that I can get some better prices on a lot of things across the board. But for now, I'm content to kind of just slowly accumulate. And if we get a big correction and silver prices drop, I'm going to be picking up a tube of maples. You know, I might even pick up another ounce of gold. But I am excited to show you guys the kangaroo. I wasn't going to buy the kangaroo. Then I saw this 2021 kangaroo. It just looks really, really beautiful. It's my first Australian gold coin. You know, as you guys know, I have buffaloes and maples. That's basically what's in my stack. But I was just like, you know what, I love looking at these gold coins, and you know, I don't mind picking up a beautiful gold coin. It doesn't, you know, pure gold's pure gold. You know, the kangaroo is a 4.9 fine made by a Perth mint, comes in capsules, so shouldn't be any scratches or fingerprints or any of that stuff. Can't wait to get it. I'm excited to show it off to you guys. Anyways, I've gone on for long enough. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, check out my website, My Road to Wealth and Freedom. I just threw out that net worth report 1st of June. I'm trying to do another post now. Let me know what you guys think, and tell me what your approach is. Are you guys buying, selling? Are you paying off debt? Are you preparing for, the worst? I've also, in an aside, I've also been kind of thinking a bit more about farmland. Again, prices are through the roof on everything right now. So I'm just thinking, like, once this mortgage gets taken care of, I would like to, maybe pick up some farmland, or whether I just rent it to a farmer for crops, or maybe, if there's a little home I could rent. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I am sort of thinking about that too. That's more of a long-term thing though. Definitely prices need to correct, and I think we could be in for a fairly big correction. So anyways, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Check out the website. Cheers.